I'm Amy Griffith at Exercising Balance, and I am here to offer you a roughly 15-minute movement and stretch series that is safe for pregnant mamas, for postpartum mamas, and for really anyone that is just looking for some gentle movement to just kind of find a bit of exploration of how the movement's feeling in your body, or if you just want a nice stretch and moment to pause in your day and breathe. Join me. You can do while using a chair at the kitchen table or your kitchen counter. So just start by facing the chair and have your arms just connected to it. And shrug your shoulders up to your ears and drop them down the back. And take that again. Shrug your shoulders up to the ears, drop them down the back. Good. Take a bend in your knees, holding onto the chair, and bring yourself to straighten. Take that again. Bend the knees, holding the chair. You can hinge your upper body forward. You can keep your spine long, and bring it to straighten. Take that again. Bend your knees, and straighten. This time, rise up onto the balls of your feet, using the chair for balance, and lower down. Take that 2 more times. Rise up, and lower down. 1 more time. Rise up, reach up nice and tall in your spine, and lower down. Now we'll walk our feet back, bend your knees and bend forward. So you're going to get a nice stretch in your chest and shoulders and low back. If it feels okay, you can walk your legs back a little bit more and straighten your legs as you stretch here. Take a breath in and a breath out. Take that 1 more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Take a bend in your knees, and then with that support of the chair, slowly roll yourself up. Good. You can face holding one hand onto the chair, reach the other arm out to the side, stretch it up, and stretch over. You can keep your feet at hip distance. If they're touching, that's fine. You can stretch even deeper maybe. But if the balance feels better with your feet at hip distance, keep them hip distance. So lots of easy adjustments that you can make depending on your alignment and how your body feels today. Take a little bend in your knees and straighten your arms, and we'll switch sides. So put the other hand on the chair or the countertop. Reach your arm up and over and take a nice long stretch. So instead of feeling collapsed, feel length in your side body. Again, feet at hip distance or feet together. Take 1 more breath here. And then slowly bring yourself up to standing. Good, so we'll hold on with one hand once again and step back in a lunge. So I'll just keep myself facing this way so you can see. Let's say step your outside leg back and bend down. So in our lunge alignment, we want to keep that front knee stacked over the ankle and not pressing forward. That puts too much pressure on the knee joint. So keep it stacked, and that other leg is going to step right behind you. Your body's nice and centered. So if you are here, this is what it looks like. Good. And then bring it back through center. So we can actually keep the same hand on the counter or the chair. We don't have to turn around. Step the inside foot back. So you stay as you are. Again, I'm going to face this way so you can see that my front knee is not past my ankle, but it's stacked right on top of it. You've got the chair for balance. That back leg can be bent for now. Take another breath here. And then bring it back through center. So if that felt good, stay with that back leg bent. This time, I'll reach it back for a deeper lunge, and you'll feel a deeper stretch in your hip flexor, and that back leg can stay straight. So with that outside leg, step it back and come down to your lunge. Check in on your front knee, make sure it's stacked right over that ankle. If you want to play around with your balance, you can bring both hands to your hips, or you can bring your palms to prayer at heart center. Or for even more challenge, you can reach your arms to the sky. Let's take 1 more deep breath in here. It is up to you where you set those hands. And then bring it back through center. Good. Feeling that in that front leg. You might be feeling it too. We'll step the inside leg back now. A straight lunge in the back, front knee is bent. So you stay as you are. I'm just going to show you the options. So option is to stay with that leg bent or keep it straightened. You can be a little bit more lifted if you need to, or you can bend deeply. There are so many ways to really tailor this to what you need for your body today. Again, we've got those options of the hands, either holding on to our support of the chair or the counter, or hands on your hips, maybe here, and maybe here. Let's take one more breath. Good, and then we'll bend, hinge forward, and bring it back through center. Beautiful. So we'll move through just a few more basic squats. This is an exercise that I absolutely love. Just for some energy. It's honestly a little bit of cardio, even though you're not jumping, you're not doing anything too super active. We've got our feet at hip distance and we hinge down. Again, we're very aware of those knees, keeping them behind the toes. Good. For those of you that know me and follow my Instagram account for a while, on Instagram I'm Amy_exercising balance. And I love my squats. It is a really great way to send a lot of strength to the legs. If you want to amp it up, reach your arms high or sweep them beside you. Good. So we'll take just a few more, moving with the upper body and those legs. Looks like this from the side once again. Let's take 3 more together. And last one. Good, bring it all back through center. Just move the arms, let's hook the thumbs in front of the body. Take an inhale and sweep your arms to the sky. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, release your hands behind the back. This time, interlace your fingers. If you're able to, you can straighten the arms. If it bothers the shoulders to even clasp the hands, you can connect. You can keep your elbows bent and just connect your hands to the elbows. But this is just going to start to open the chest and the shoulders a little bit. For those of you that are maybe carrying around babies or working at a desk and you're here and you really need to open this up, start by stretching those hands behind the back. If you're able to interlace your fingers, interlace the fingers and stretch the arms behind you and let's take 2 breaths here together. Breathe in and breathe out. Good, take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. Good, release the hands and sweep the arms high and then release them down. We're going to do a supported triangle pose. So we'll keep that hand supported on the chair or your kitchen countertop. Your leg that's inside or closest to the support, those toes will point in that direction. So my toes are pointing to the side. This opposite leg is pointing straight ahead. So I don't know if you can see my feet from where that angle is. So this toe is pointing sideways, the outside foot is pointing straight ahead. And from here you can hinge over. So this is this is our full or deeper triangle pose. This is our supported triangle pose. You might walk your feet back a little bit to get a deeper stretch on that inner thigh of that inside leg. Your outer arm can reach straight up, or the hand can be on the hip. So this is a gentle way to start to open up the hips, get a little bit more hip mobility, and to find that stretch in the inner thigh or your adductor. The spine is straight. I'll show you how it looks like from the side. So you're hinging straight this way. We're not rounded forward or leaning back. Both legs are pulled up straight, and you're if there's a wall behind you, you could lean back on that wall and open up. So one more breath here in this supported triangle, and then we'll take it to the other side. So that I'm not facing away and talking, I'm going to use my countertop here. So you'll turn yourself around, or maybe you have a convenient countertop on the other side. That inside foot, those toes are pointing in this direction. Your outside foot is pointing straight ahead. Hinge over, maybe that top arm stretches up. Maybe it's to the hips. If you do start to explore a deeper triangle pose, just try to avoid putting your hand on the knee. That'll put extra pressure on the knee joint, which you do not want. So the hand will either be above or below the knee for support. But for this example, we're just going to use that support of the countertop to get that stretch in the hips, the inner thigh. If it feels okay with your neck to spiral and look up, take one more deep breath here. Good, and a deep breath out. Good, very slowly bring yourself back up through center. Beautiful. We'll take one more lunge here. This is just basic, getting some movement in the body, maybe while you're at the kitchen counter, maybe while your kiddos are playing in the kitchen, or running between your legs. So we will step one foot back, either foot, doesn't matter, and you'll start to hinge forward. So again, you've got support of the chair. You're gonna feel this in that front leg, in the hamstring. If you need a soft bend in the knees, you can bend the knees, but I might suggest just keeping the legs straight and only hinging as far as it's comfortable for you. Once you feel that that's kind of like your limit at the moment, your edge, where your body's telling you to stop hinging forward, stay there. When we bend the knees, sure, we can get the upper body further forward, but we're losing a lot of the integrity of the stretch. So maybe begin with straight legs and just start to slowly hinge yourself forward and stop when you feel that front hamstring talking to you. Take one more breath in here and a breath out. Good. Now take a bend in both knees and step your back foot forward. Let's rise up onto the balls of the feet. Lift your head and maybe you stretch back a little bit. Bring it back through center and bring yourself down. Step the opposite foot backwards. Again, we're gonna pull up both legs nice and straight. If it's really bothering that hamstring, you can shorten your stance and you might only hinge forward just a little bit, and that's okay. But I'll encourage you to keep both legs straight as you hinge forward here. If you feel a lot of weight in that front leg and the back heel is maybe lifted, shift back so that the weight is balanced between both legs. A stretch forward here over that front hamstring. The spine is nice and straight. You're only hinging far as it feels good to you. You might be a lot deeper. You're taking a moment here to just breathe in and breathe out, and just really honoring your body where it's at and being grateful for this opportunity to just pause in your day for a few minutes to open up a little bit of stretch, to increase the circulation, and to simply breathe. Take one more breath in and a breath out. Good, a bend in both legs, and then very slowly bring yourself up through center. We'll take one more pose. It is going to be a wide-legged, a deep squat with the legs wide. In ballet, that's second position. So we'll face the counter. We turn the toes out and sink down into the legs. So really important for the knees. We don't want the knees collapsing inward. Turn your toes in if you need to. But if you're able to, feel the rotation outward from the hips, hands on that chair or the counter for support, and bend down. The upper body is lifted nice and tall. We're not rounded here, we're not gripping, but keep yourself nice and lifted. You might be feeling it in the legs already. That is great. Stay here and see if you can relax the face. Most importantly, again, just breathe. Take a breath in and a breath out. Good. Drop a little lower if you can. You can do it. Drop on down. Take another deep breath in. A deep breath out. Good, and then press down in the feet to bring yourself back up to standing. Beautiful. Walk your feet in, kind of heel toe them in. Let's take one last stretch of the quads. So if you have knee issues, you will not be doing this deep quad stretch. You can leave it out. You can do any of the other stretches that we did already, but if you're able to catch that foot behind you, catch it behind you, draw your knees together maybe. And again, if this puts pressure on the knee, just leave this one out. But if you're able, take a nice little stretch for the quad. Breathe in And breathe out. And then switch sides, slowly releasing that foot. Reach the other one behind you. And sometimes this is a matter of just exploring it. Maybe in the past you were not able to catch the foot. Give it a try. It might be there today. In time, we start to reach. Another option would be, I do not have a prop here, but grabbing a kitchen towel. You can wrap the towel around your foot, turn it around, and that'll extend the arm. So you can use that towel as just an extension of the arm to catch the foot, to deepen the stretch for yourself. So we were on the opposite side. So if you can't reach that foot with the hand, wrap a towel around the front of your foot and use that to deepen your stretch. Let's take one more breath here where you are in your quad stretch. Awesome work. And a breath out. Good. Very gently release that stretch and set it down. One final breath because it feels so good. Breathe in, reach the arms to the sky, look up, and then turn your palms down. Breathe out as you slowly release your hands. Maybe hands to the heart. A little gratitude for your body. Thank you for taking a moment out of your day, pausing, moving and breathing. This is safe for mamas that are expecting, safe for postpartum. As always, tuning into your body and moving in a way that honors you today. I'll see you again for another little quick movement stretch with Amy. Thank you.